Today, I'm going to take you through the process of me cutting my own bangs. Yeah, I know. So I don't know if it was just me being inspired by Taylor Swift being everywhere or what, but I wanted bangs. Maybe it's the season. So here I am just shaking up my hair, shocking it, if you will, to lay straight. I'm taking a comb, I'm smoothing it out, I'm using my hands with high heat. It's because I have a lot of cowlicks. If you've seen some of my videos before, I've got curly hair and I got lots of cowlicks. So I have to do everything I can to stretch out my hair like I'm doing right here with this round brush. I'm stretching my hair out each way. I'm going under, I'm going over. I just really want to get those cowlicks out of my hair because I always cut bangs on dry hair. And I want to cut them where I want them to live. So if I want them super flat, then I would flat iron them. If I want them with a little curve, then I would round brush them. Kind of get where I'm going. So I just want to make sure that my bangs are completely dry. And here I am just going through and I'm going to find where I want to part it out. And if you don't know how to do this, go back and watch my video on how to cut bangs. I am finding the round of my head and parting it over to my recession on both sides. Now, you want to make sure, you want to take your time, you want to make sure you get this even. If you part your hair on the side, then I would do a side part. I wouldn't do it in the middle. So I'm making sure it's even on both sides. And here, I don't typically advise to do this. Like if I was in a salon, there's no way I would do this. But on myself, I think it's easier to control is to twist my fingers, just like what you saw me do. I twisted my fingers without letting go of my hair. And then what I'm going to do is make sure that the length I want is way longer than what I think I want. So I'm doing it at the tip of my nose. And you can't see anything? Okay, now you can. And I'm going through and I'm point cutting it. I'm point cutting it because I don't want it to be just one straight line. I want it very soft. So what this will do is it'll give you shorter in the middle and longer on the sides. That's what we want. Kind of like curtain bangs. And I could have left it right there. What I'm doing here is I'm going and I'm getting the middle part from the high part to about the middle of my eyebrow. That's where I'm parting it. I want this to be a little bit shorter here. I'm going to cut it as it's laying in my comb, and I'm going to cut it a little bit longer. And as you see right here, I'm point cutting it. I am not cutting straight across. I do not recommend cutting straight across because that's not very forgiving unless you want very, very blunt bangs. And that's not the look I was going for. So now we have short in the middle and then longer on the sides. What I'm showing you here is how to make your hair with no tension whatsoever. I just laid it down, put my fingers, squeezed it, and now I'm cutting it just a little bit shorter. And again, I'm point cutting, point cutting. It's funny what my eyeballs are doing. All right, now that I got the shortness in the middle, now I want to connect the dots. What I mean by that is I'm going to connect the short to the long. Okay, so I'm going to take the longest length and I'm going to connect it to the shortest length. And the same on the other side. All right. I can tell you there's always one side that gives you a hard time, and it's this side for me. I can't see it. So you could tell I'm struggling a little bit here, but that's okay. We can always even it out. You take it slowly but surely. You just go little by little, and you'll get it there. Okay, now I'm taking my texturizing shears. And the reason why I do this is I want that line to be a little bit softer. And texturizing shears on yourself is a little bit more forgiving. You can blend a little bit better than trying to point cut everything. And be very, very conservative on this. Do not cut too much because you could really ruin your hair with texturizing shears. Trust me on that. I've done it before. And if you don't know how to use texturizing shears, again, I've got videos on how to use texturizing shears. I'll make sure those are linked. Here I'm taking those same texturizing shears and I'm actually point cutting into my bang area because I don't really want it to be heavy. I want it to be soft, and that'll give me that soft fringe that I'm looking for. And here I'm just picking it up, and I want to blend it just a little bit more. Again, with my texturizing shears. And if you do this little by little, you should be okay. Now, like I said, it's very easy to do too much. So when you're using texturizing shears, do it, take a step back, look at it, and then come and do it again. I still feel like my short bang area is a little bit too long, so I'm going in and I'm going to just point cut it just a little bit more. It was just hanging in my eyeballs. But since I'm doing that, that means I'm going to have to blend the sides a little bit more too. See how I almost did. I almost easily point cutted too much in there. You got to just know when to stop. This side always gives me a hard time because I just can't see it. When I'm looking in the mirror, it looks backwards to me. Cutting your own hair is actually harder than what you think. Kudos to those people who do it. So here I'm wetting it back down because I'm done cutting basically, and I'm just wetting it back down so I can blow dry my hair so it all blends together instead of just looking like I have bangs and then hair. I'm taking my round brush because I want a little bit of volume in there. And I want a little bit of a curve. I don't want it to just lay down. You know me, I like full hair. I like big hair. And now I'm taking this and I'm blending it with the rest of my hair. Getting a little bit of volume on top. A little bit more volume on top. Blending the bang area, especially the side bang area, with the rest of my hair. I just want to see how it's going to lay. Again, that volume on top. And again, if you need to watch a video on how to get volume on top, I do have a video on how to get volume on top of your hair, so I'll link that as well. Again, on this channel, we talk about all things hair, right? So anyway, there's my new bangs. I think I'm enjoying them so far. I've worn them on the side, worn them straight down. I'm enjoying them. I've had lots of compliments. So what do you guys think? Bangs? It's the season.